guys, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad Podcast. Thank you for joining me. As you guys know, they call me the Crafty Nomad because I am all over the place when it comes to my crafting. And today, just a little evidence of the crafty nomadness of it all. I have some FOs. I have a knitted and crochet FOs. And a sewing FO, and then sewing whips. I'm only gonna actually show, I think, one crochet whip, and the other crochet whip that I'm currently working on is a secret project of all things. Now let me just confess, when people say they have secret projects, it just always bothers me because I'm like, just don't mention it. But here I go doing the same exact thing, and now I realize why people do it. Because when you don't have that many projects to show, at least this is how I feel. I don't have that many projects to show, but I know I've been working on something. Well, one of them is the project that I'm actually not showing because I'm trying to figure out a design of my own. So, I will show it to you guys when I finish it. So, you know what? I am not going to keep it a secret. Because you have already seen the Shelly hat. I made the Shelly hat back in March and named it after the person who I gifted it to. And I am in the process of making another one and actually writing down the steps so I can endeavor to write a pattern, and it is more than a notion, let me tell you. I mean, it's simple, but it's still kind of a little bit daunting when I think about how am I going to format it, how do I create a PDF. You know, I'm a little savvy, but not that savvy. I'm 53. I am a baby boomer. I am not one of these Gen Xers or millennials or whoever the ones are that have grown up with computers. I mean, we had them by the time I was in college, but it was still very unusual for someone to have one of their own. So, anyway, if this is your first time visiting with me, thank you very much for choosing to spend some of your time with me here during this podcast, watching me share my things. If you are a long time viewer, hey girl, so glad you're back. I'm so glad that you guys keep coming back. I am so grateful. So I've already posted a post office video, and if you don't know what I mean, check out that video, because I explain what the post office means, and you want to go on over there and check out that video. If this is your first time and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can receive a notice every time I upload a new video. You can find me on Ravelry at Pettis Kim Knits. You can also find me on Instagram at Kim the Crafty Nomad. And let's see, I have an Etsy shop called Ebony Pearl, which I will link down below in the description bar. And we do have a Facebook group for this podcast. It will also be linked down below. Please feel free to go ahead and request to be a part of that group, and I'll go ahead and approve you. I don't even think I have questions, really. So you just have to ask, and then I'll approve. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Let's get started with the finished objects, which I don't believe I showed you guys, and I think I finished this after I recorded. I am participating in the hashtag BIPOC Mal 2019, hosted by Elizabeth Desamore over at Desamore Designs. It is a make-along to showcase Black, Indigenous, people of color designers, not yarn dyers, because I may have said that on the last video. This is all about spreading the word about the very talented people of color who are out there doing incredible things in the fiber world that we just don't get to hear about. And so what you need to do I will link the Facebook group below. You can participate by using the hashtag BIPOCMAL2019, which I'm going to try to put on the screen right here. I'm going to test out my editing skills. I'm pretty sure I can handle that. But you use that hashtag, and it will aggregate all of the people who are participating, and you can follow that hashtag so you can see some of these designers who are out there doing incredible things, who the world just needs to know about. So I already completed one. Actually, I've completed 2 designs by the very talented Rel Christmas from the Dabbling Hook. The first thing I completed, I showed on the last video, which was the fringed triangle shawl, and now I have made Rel's I gotta make it look right, y'all. Oh, it got smashed some kind of way. My pom-pom. This is Rel's foot bridge beanie. And I made it in the exact same yarn as I used for the fringed triangle shawl. And it is super cute. I might need to fix my little pom-pom a little better and so it'll sit right. But anyway, guys, Rel is a very talented designer. This yarn is very textured, so it's hard to see the texture, but if I put it up close, you can kind of see it. This is in the Loops and Threads Country Loom, super bulky yarn. It's sort of like, what is it, chenille? And it's fantastic. It's very soft, feels really good on the skin. This is a very easy knit pattern. This is a knitting pattern that she wrote. The other one I did was a crochet pattern. So Rel is, you know, she an all-around girl, y'all. Check her out. I'll link her down below. So all done with that. And then I finished another divine hat. And this, if you remember the, what was it called? It's a cowl. Oh my gosh, what's the name of the cowl? I'm gonna look it up. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, the crystal bandana cowl. I made that out of a Karen cake. One of the original Karen cakes in the colorway blueberry custard. It is a number 4 medium weight yarn. And I had enough left over from after I made the cowl to complete this divine hat in all these lovely colors. I actually had enough all the way to the yellow. And then I had to bust out another Karen cake to get the rest of it. But look at how perfectly this thing worked up. Y'all, this pattern is pretty amazing. You get a lot of bang for your work, man. It's super easy, but it looks like you did so much more than really is required on this pattern, guys. So I say give it a try. It is no wonder that Rose over at Rose Likes Crochet has made so many, because I feel like I'm trying to catch up with her. This is my 3rd one, and I'm for sure going to make a few more. So very cute. And then, guys, did I say I was a crafty nomad and I was all over the place? I also like to make jewelry, and I got this yarn in the Ice Yarns haul that you guys saw, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yarn. Let me show you. It's this yarn here. Let me find the end where you can kind of see why. I was like, so this is 100% acrylic yarn. So let me just first of all say that it's called self-striping yarn. So as you can see, just like the Mandala Life, Ombre Life, it's stranded. So you see those 3, they are just hanging out together. It's not twisted, they're just hanging out together. And I tried, first of all, it's called self-striping. This is not a self-striping yarn, FYI. You can see it though. You can tell when you look at how quick those color changes are happening, there's no way this was going to be self-striping. So ice yarns, I don't know why y'all call this self-striping, but anyway, I tried to make a Just Feel Better shawl, which is written by Kalisha Ryan, who is Nadira Tani on Instagram, and she is the Quirky Monday podcast here on YouTube. The yarn was not right for it, and it was driving me crazy, but I was like, I gotta figure out how to use this yarn. So I decided that I would make a pair of earrings, and you're going to be able to see very clearly that this is not self-striping. You see that yarn? This is just a variegated yarn, but I still love how the earrings came out. Aren't they so cute? So I combined my crochet with a little beading and came up with these very cute earrings. I absolutely love them. I think these would look fantastic if you had on your jeans, if you had on like a white shirt and your jean jacket or something like that. This would be super cute if you had your hair up in a bun where you could show off the earrings. I love, or if you have really short hair. When people have short hair, I love it when they wear big, beautiful earrings because it really, really accentuates the beauty of the face. So yeah. And these are, because they're crochet, they're lightweight. So it's a big earring. I think it's about a 2-inch. Let me see if I have anything. I don't have anything to measure anything with over here, but I do believe this is about a 2-inch diameter on the circle. And that, I don't have a pattern. This is just the way that I do it. I have these little kid bracelets that I end up using as an aperture, and I crochet around them, and then I bead, and that's that. So I love those. That's my other finished object. I think those are all my finishes, and let's now move. Oh no, I got one more finish. This one I'm so super proud of, guys. This has been an idea in my head for a very long time, and I finally made it happen. I wanted to create a yarn bowl, and I'm gonna but I wanted to do it out of fabric, and I think I got inspired by a bag that I bought from Michael's one time. I gave it away, I think, but they had little grommets where you could guide your yarn through, so I thought, what a great idea to make a yarn bowl. And so I made a Halloween themed yarn bowl. And I had the idea in my head. I followed a tutorial that I adapted, and I did it. And I'm so excited about this yarn bowl because I hauled this a while ago, but it's Red Heart Super Saver Roll With It. It's a whole skein of it. If you find your center pull, which is this, you put it right through the hole like that, and it just pulls. And it just pulls. I don't want to pull it too much, but see how beautifully that works? So I'm excited about it. These are going to be up in my Etsy shop at some point by next weekend. But I've shared them around, and you guys seem to be excited about the pictures of this one. And I have a few more in process that I'm going to show you guys. But that's what it looks like. Super cool. Alright. So that is my last finished object. The next thing I'm going to show you are just three whips. 2 crochet whips and some sewing whips. Alright, so this is the polar bear I had been working on. I gave this one a little bit of love. Today probably is the most love I gave it, because I worked really on the divine hat this week, and I worked on the footbridge beanie this week to finish that up. And so I just did a little bit of work on this today. This one, I don't like to work on it too often because I don't like to carry it out with me. And I like to make sure everything is spot free because I don't want to get it dirty. So that's that. It's just Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway white. And then, so I was working on my secret project in the car on the way to church. My son asked me a question. I turned to answer the question, dropped my crochet hook, and could not access the crochet hook that I was using for the secret project. And so after church today and during church today, I needed to have something to do with my hands. So I started another little project. This is, okay, I am going to look this up also and come right back. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. This is the Tiny Amigurumi Owl by Crafty Nomad. And this is free on her blog, which I will link down below. But it's just the tiniest little thing. And I was able, I just had a hook. I think I'm using a 3.5. Yeah, this is a 3.75 that I'm using on the polar bear, but I'm using this 3.5 millimeter hook for this. It actually called for a 2.5, but I'm using 3.5. This is leftover mandala. I forgot the colorway that I was using, but I was using this on the two circular vests, and this is what's left over. So I decided to work on this little owl because not only did I want something to do with my hands during church, I also had a bit of a meeting after church, and I needed to keep myself occupied. So this is what I worked on. Yep. So that is it for that. And then I have a couple of sewing whips, which I am going to be trying to finish up 5 or 6 of those yarn bows that I just showed you. And I'm going to put them up in my Etsy shop. So I have cut 2 more Halloween ones. I cut a denim one. This is going to be plain denim on this one. I'm going to do another denim one where I'm going to do some special things to the fabric, but I got to figure that out. Then I got these colorful, cute little hedgehogs that are cut already for yarn bows. And then this is the other Halloween one. And this is some little sheep. You see them? Yeah, little sheep. So yeah, those are my whips. So those are all of my projects that I have been working on. Hopefully when we see each other again, I will have the secret project that is no longer a secret. So let me just show you, by the way, that since I decided it wasn't going to be a secret, I can show you. And by the way, I still didn't get the dang crochet hook out of my husband's car. I gotta go out there when he comes back from the store and get it. But this is that Shelly hat in process. So it's taking me longer because I really have to think about what I'm doing, because every step I'm trying to write it down. But that's the Shelly hat, and I am, as you can see, I'm using the Karen cake in the colorway Blueberry Custard. I started here. I used this part of it on this, and then I began with that same color on this one. So, and I'm using what am I using on this? I think I'm using a J hook for this project. So, those are my whips. That's everything right there that I'm working on. A lot of small projects, so hopefully when we see each other again, I'll have a bunch of finishes for you. Again, I have made 2 other videos, and I did do a wardrobe change, guys. I got on my Gigi Made It knitting t-shirt. So I'll segue into a little bit of a life update. I have been doing very well with going to the gym. I'm washing clothes right now, and I'm so excited to see all these gym clothes and the dirty clothes because I actually have been going. And so, yep, I'm still on this journey of trying to do the right thing and get better. So I'll be wearing the GG t-shirt more because I'm losing the weight and I can fit into it. Like, it was already like when I got it, it ran small. And then I gained weight and I could not wear this thing. But I still would not wear this out because it's completely fitting and hugging everything. And so I would not necessarily wear this out. But I threw it on to finish up this video because I realized the other shirt I had on in the last 2 videos, I had been eating earlier and had stained my shirts, but I am not redoing those videos, so you guys just forgive the stain. Anyway, so I'm doing pretty good on that. Let's see, what else do I want to say. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be all for this video, guys. Please continue to support me and all the other yarny crochet podcasters. It's so exciting that we have so many. I was on a live this morning with Jeanette over at DIY Creation 7. And there were people on there talking about they're going to start their channels. And I'm like, please start your channel. The more people we have out here showing off crochet and the positivity that we bring, the better. And I'm just excited to be a part of the community. I am so sorry for all the trolls that people are dealing with and some of the drama which, you know, that people are going through. I'm not sure if I quite understand why people troll crocheters, except that people are like jacked up. Okay, just jacked up. So that's all I can say. And do your best to ignore the trolls. Don't let people stop you from doing the things that you want to do. Just block them, ignore them, and move on. That's my PSA for anybody out there getting negativity on YouTube. Block them, ignore them, and move on. It's just not worth it. They don't know you, not really. You don't know them, not really. So if they can't bring any positivity, no harm, no foul. Block them and move on. Nothing that they could say could possibly be true about who you are because they don't know you. Okay? So that's it. I'm gonna get off the soapbox. I'm just kind of like a little bit miffed about certain people getting bullied here on YouTube, and I just don't even understand why people do these types of things. But anyway, enough said. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you again for spending your time with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I don't know when this video is gonna upload, but when it does, I hope it finds you in a good place and doing well. So with that said, that's it. That's all, and I will see you on the next video. And in the meantime, keep it crafty, guys. Bye. I'm back again, y'all. Ice yarns. Okay, I just gotta show you. Y'all know I'm all type of wrong. I know I'm all type of wrong, but here we go. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to share my bounty. I swear I think I'm done. Except, you know, Krista and from the Secret Yarnery and Krista from the Secret Yarnery and what's her name? What's the girl name? Maria from Maria's Quilts, Crafts and Crochet. I think I'll link her down below. Both of them are doing, you know, me some damage. Talk about these ice yarns. Krista did a whole, did I get the same color? But these look awfully the same. But they just very similar. They are different. Anyway, Krista has been doing a series on comparing the ice yarns to, you know, like what the things that we can get in the United States, and matching them. So for instance, I think today she did a match for Lion Brand Landscapes, and she last week went on and was talking about the rainbow yarn from Ice being exactly the same as Red Heart Unforgettable. YouTube made me do it. So here we go. These are my rainbow yarns that I got. This 100% premium acrylic, 240 meters. So that's more yards. This is a number 3, and it is the rainbow. I didn't realize though that that Red Heart Unforgettable was considered a number 3. I've worked with it in the past. I forgot what this colorway is, but it is gorgeous. So have a look at that. I got 4 of these in the pack for, I think this was $7.99 or something like that. They didn't send me a little bag. I guess you only get the bag for the first order. Anyway, it's very, very pretty, and I don't know what this is going to be. It reminds me of Landscapes, but it is definitely much thinner. So this is what Krista said is just like Red Heart Unforgettable. So I got in these blues, and it actually is super similar. This one just has more greens in it. So I got that one, which, let me see. So this one, see how similar? This one just has more blues, and this one has more greens and more of that gold. But these are so pretty and so super soft. And I gotta figure out what I'm going to do with them, but they are a number 3. I'll find, oh, you know what? I'll find something. 100%. We'll find something. Then I realized that I would like a little bit more of the bulky type of yarn that I got, that purple color, in my last order. And so I got this was called Glitz, bulky wool glitz. It's 100% acrylic though. It's not wool. They call it wool glitz, but I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's 72% premium acrylic and 25% wool and 3% metallic lurex. And this is in a gold, sort of yellow colorway. I thought this would be pretty for fall. You get, this is supposed to be a bulky. And let me see, what do they have on here as the weight. They call this, it looks like a number 5, but you can barely see it. But actually, if I had that Charisma, which is also a number 5, this is not as thick, I don't think, as Charisma, but it's thicker than a worsted for sure. So I got that, and I got 4 of those. And can you see the glitz? Can you see the shine? You probably cannot see the. You can see it a little bit when I do that. Anyway, I thought this would make some really pretty hats and cowls. So I got this colorway. I also got it in this lavender colorway, and this got pretty purple. Oh my God, y'all. I need to stop it. It's a sickness. So this one, let's see if I can get you to see those sparklies. There's a little bit of the sparkle. It has purple sparkles in it. The lurex is purple in this. And the lavender. And then I got one more pack. I thought, I sold a bag or two, so I'm gonna get this. This is more of a burgundy colorway, and I can't tell what color that sparkle is. Probably like a black. Can you see that? I can't even get it to show really. I'm trying to get you to see that sparkle, but you can't. You could kind of see it. Anyway, that's that. I'll put this on the end of another video. I'm not even about to put this up. Y'all gonna be like, she is a glutton. Alright, so those are my ice yarns. And then when I got home today, guys, I had that package, which I knew was coming. But today is Monday, the 16th of September. Tomorrow, I'm going to meet Seta from Seta's Place and Z from Zelda NRJ3. Guys, these are some crochet coins, and I'm so excited for tomorrow. I've totally forgot about my ice yarn thing. I've been so excited all day about the fact that I'm gonna meet these two ladies and whoever else shows up for the meetup tomorrow. But when I got home, I had two packages. I was like, oh yeah, I got yarn. One of the packages, I was like, I picked it up. It had my name on it, and it's from Miss Babs. I've never purchased Miss Babs. I always wanted some Miss Babs. And I was like, who sent me this Miss Babs? And I'm not going to mention anybody's name because I really didn't talk to the person about it, but I do want to share. And you know who you are. And I just want to say thank you because you did not have to do this. This is Miss Babs, inspired by nature. It's the Yummy 3-ply, which I believe is a DK weight or sport weight. It's 100% super wash merino, and I think the colorway is called Little Princess. And would you look at the gorgeousness of it? Oh, this yarn right here, oh my gosh, I can't, ooh, it's so beautiful. And I have some of these yarns that are so beautiful and that are the animal fiber ones. I have always wanted to get myself some Miss Babs, and every year I say I'm gonna get some for my birthday, and I haven't done it yet. Well, thank you very much to my wonderful longtime supporter and subscriber and internet friend. I hope to meet you one day in person as well. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Do you guys see how beautifully that is dyed? And you know this is going to be something for me. I don't know what. Some kind of beautiful shawl. I love it. Also came with a little extra little mini skein. It's a 10-yard sample of a sport weight yarn. This is 85% Polworth wool and 15% Tussa silk, and it's the colorway Sweet Pea, and it coordinates with this, but it's a different makeup. And this is just something so you can sample it and swatch it and see if you want more. But guys, I'm so excited. As Z would say, Hercules, Hercules. I love that when she does that. I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, yeah, very, very excited for the mail today, and very excited to meet Z and Seta tomorrow. So guys, meet me back here. I will definitely be filming some of this. At least you'll get pictures, if I don't get anything else, of my time with Z and Seta tomorrow. Seta. That's what I should just call it. I'm meeting up with Seta tomorrow. Z and Seta. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, talk back soon. Bye.